Hi, it's Isa.
And Jasmine.
And today with Mara, we're going to talk about this little thing called the OPR. So what is it?
Okay, so the OPR stands for Overnight Policy Rate. So it's basically set by the Bank Negara Malaysia, BNM, where it acts as like the overnight interest rate for financial institutions, which is like the bank. It's the interest rate where they are used when they lend money to each other, like the banks with banks. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
But could you explain a little bit more about people like me who don't know what that actually means?
Yeah. So for banks, they usually have like changing levels of cash reserve every day, because this is very dependent on the bank's activities, right? So it depends on the bank activities itself and also their customers' activities, like let's say how much their customers withdraw per day, how much the customers deposit their cash per day. So because of that, they have to maintain like a healthy amount of cash reserve for the bank. So what they usually do with this OPR is that banks with more cash reserves will lend money to banks that have like lower cash reserves.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so it's like the banks with more money give some of their money to the banks with less money.
Less money,
basically.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how important is this OPR rate in the entire banking ecosystem, let's say?
So the OPR rate, they actually act as a guideline for the country's monetary future plans, right? So it makes sure that all the banks, they have a very stable banking system, a stable amount of cash flow, available cash. And actually when there is a change in the OPR rates, it actually creates a domino effect as well on other of our country's economic factors, like let's say the inflation of cost of goods, and also employment actually.
Oh.
So yeah.
So it impacts like a lot of things in the country actually.
Yeah, it does, like economic wise.
So suffice to say, it's extremely important.
It is very important.
Okay.
Yeah.
In terms of like the property industry, how does this impact housing loans?
Okay, so when the OPR rate is higher, interest rates will eventually become higher as well, and this will lead to a very expensive home loan, because the interest rate is high, right? So if there's if the OPR rate is low, which means that the interest rates for home loans will be lower, right? So it will be affordable for people who wants to apply for home loans.
So lower OPR rates equals cheaper loans.
Yeah.
And could you let me know what's the current OPR rate like?
As of May 2022 this year, Bank Negara announced a revised OPR rate, which is at 2%. It's 0.25% higher than the previous OPR rate. Yeah.
Okay, I guess 0.25 isn't too bad.
Yeah, but it was reduced because of the COVID-19 pandemic, so that's why. And then now everything is stable. So
yeah, that's true. Then it's good as well in a way.
Yeah.
Then what about like if there's a lowered OPR rate? Would there be any pros to that?
Yeah, it will be beneficial for, it can lead to a lower variable home loans interest rates. It will also lead to a lower fixed home interest rates. And because of that, banks are usually more lenient in loaning loans. So that's why it's easier to get your loan approved.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, of course, when there's good, there's bad. When there's a pro, there's going to be a con. So what's the con of having lowered OPR rate?
Okay, so when the OPR rate is lower, that's obviously a change in rates. So because there's a change in rates, there will be a changing in the economic conditions, and this will eventually impact the property market as well. And then the second thing, it would be, it would take a long time for people with fixed interest rate, their home loans to adjust, and also other than that, your essential items would cost a lot. So yeah.
Okay, good to know. Then with the lowered OPR rate, who stands to benefit from this?
People with existing variable home loans actually benefit from this, because as I mentioned, when the OPR rate is lowered, the interest rate would be lowered as well. So that's why the amount of interest that they have to pay for the home loan will be reduced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. That cleared up a lot of things for me. But what if I'm still unsure? Who do I go to
You can first go to, your home loan advisors at your bank, because they have the clarity for everything that's going on in the bank. You can also go to your financial advisors, because they will provide you the whole guide in your financial needs. Yeah.
Okay, so go to the finance people.
Yes, the bank people.
Okay. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out our other videos on Myra's YouTube channel, or head on to our social media @_askmyra, or even head on to our website at myra.com.my for more home education content. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.